Alrighty. What up, y'all? My name is Jade Fox and this is the Madeyoulooks channel, and today I'm going to be talking about how to mature your look. I just put these on for dramatic effect, so I'm gonna take them off now. Here's the thing. Come hither. When it comes to us mask gals and guys, and everyone in between and beyond, I feel like I've noticed a trend when it comes to people who wear menswear or just more masculine clothing, that as we age, our style doesn't always update along with us, right? And menswear is different from women's wear in that women's wear has, just because we love to tell women how they should look at all times and at all ages. If you go into any department store, you'll see kids, youth, young ladies, teens, ladies section, and then woman, right? And the woman is supposed to be for the mature woman, and so everything's conservative, giving you very much Ann Taylor Loft vibes, Hillary Clinton energy. And so, but with menswear, you don't really have that. You have like sporty in menswear, and then you have your classy or dapper menswear, and then you have just your kind of casual day-to-day menswear. And so menswear just isn't really categorized and is so age specific as women's wear is. And so I feel like that contributes to, you know, just people who are a little bit more masculine aligned not knowing how to, how to update, elevate, and mature their style as they grow older. Now, I'm not saying that you need to dress completely different just because you're old, okay? I'm just saying that if you are 25, I think you should look like you're 25. And if you're 30, you should look like you're 30. If you look older or younger, it doesn't really matter either. It's more about just finding clothing that is recent, finding clothing that is modern. And when I say modern, I don't mean in aesthetic, I mean modern as in it feels like now, and it feels like now and for you. But even if you don't fall into this category in the style, I think that you can still use this video. Let's go. All right, so the very first tip I'm gonna give y'all to mature your look, elevate your style, and that is to embrace non-sneakers. I know that for a long time, especially when you're in school, you're kind of just wearing sneakers, maybe a cute wedge or a sneaker, and then you're keeping it pretty much to that every day. When you get a little older, it's nice to explore different types of footwear. Boots, leather shoes, wallabies even, dress shoes. Like, there are so many ways to dress down, kind of dress your shoes for more casual looks, but there are also ways to amplify your casual looks by a more elevated shoe. And sometimes you need to go beyond a sneaker to be able to achieve that. And so I think that this is a very easy, I guess it's easy if you already have some in your closet, but if you don't, I guess it can get a little costly. But I think that this is like one of the easiest things that you can do to elevate your style. And one thing that it really does that I think is really the true essence of this is wearing a non-sneaker is that it just makes your outfit a little less predictable. If you have a t-shirt on and some jeans, a pair of sneakers makes 1000% sense, right? But a t-shirt, jeans, and a boot, different energy. T-shirts, jeans, and a wallaby, different energy. T-shirt, jeans, and a heel, different energy. And so I think that's why embracing those other kind of footwear silhouettes and other textures and vibes and aesthetics and occasions, dressy versus more casual, I think it's really going to amplify your look as well as give you more of an eclectic kind of vibe, because you're not gonna be so basic out here in these streets. Okay, so this next one is no hats every single day. I am not trying to strike any chords. I know that there are just people who just wear hats every single day. I used to be one of those people. I wore a hat every single day, and my edges still cussing me out for that. But I used to wear a hat every single day. And although I understand that it's more of like a comfort thing, it's like it feels almost like it's a part of your identity at that point. You wear a hat every day. But what it does is it introduces this kind of like mundane aspect to just the way that you present yourself. Also, I will say, when I was wearing hats every single day, I was wearing the same type of hat. Like, I was either wearing a beanie, and if it wasn't a beanie, I was wearing a snapback. And those were the only types of hats that I wore. And as we all know, there are so many more different types of hats, and I feel like I could have even embraced other types of hats. I'm gonna suggest you do that as well. Maybe go for a nice fedora, some type of wide brim hat, just something a little bit more grown up. And I'm not, I hear myself saying these things. clothes. I'm not saying that everybody needs to dress their age, you know what I mean? Or like be a grown-up. I'm just saying that these are ways that you can elevate your look if you are feeling like you're kind of doing the same thing all the time and you want to diversify, you know, some of the pieces in your closet. And so I think that one, not wearing a hat every day and actually taking time to style your hair if you have it, you know, according to what you're wearing, it's just gonna give you that attention to detail. And really, you can cut off this video right now because every one of these tips is basically just saying effort. Okay, effort when it comes to your grooming, effort and attention when it comes to the things that you do and wear, because basically at a certain point people are going to look at you as an adult and they're gonna say, okay, does this person care about their appearance? Does this person take care of themselves? Does this person take care of their clothing? Like, and these are all of the things that go into elevating your look, and that is just effort. Paying attention to the details, paying attention, period, to the things that you're putting on and having a real intention behind every single thing that you put on. It sounds dramatic and it sounds like a lot, but I promise you, like once you get to the point where you are super picky about everything, it's kind of great because then you're never stepping out of the house without any thought put into anything that you're wearing. Like, it's such a muscle to me, to the point where it doesn't even feel like work. It doesn't feel like effort. I'm just getting ready. You know, it just doesn't feel like anything. It's just part of my process. And so skip the hat every day. But if you are comfortable wearing hats, if you want to wear hats, diversify the types of hats that you're wearing. And if you are wanting to go less on the hats, I would say style your hair in ways that make sense with what you're wearing. I don't have long hair. I have the same fro every day. And so I have to, you know, I'll put it in twists so that I can do a beanie, or I'll put it in twists so I can wear different types of hats just to switch it up for me. I have limited locks, and so I understand struggle, but this will help you. Number 3, diversify your accessories, people, okay? I'm talking scarves, I'm talking sunglasses, I'm talking big hats, big bags, little bags, belts, dramatic belts, very subtle classic belts. Like, these are all things that are going to contribute to that effort and to that attention to detail that I'm talking about. There are just certain things, I think, that older people, when they style them, it just looks great. And it has a timelessness to it. So you don't have to be older to pull this off. But one thing I think it does is it gives you kind of this put togetherness. You know, when you diversify your accessories, when you adopt glasses, when you adopt watches, like there are just certain cues. Like I remember when I was growing up, my dad, he was very much like that classic style guy, and he still has a very classic style now. He dresses very well and he dresses very simple, and he basically has, like I remember growing up, he would have like his watch collection, and then he'd have his like 5 sunglasses, and then he'd have his, you know, like 5 different like bracelets or rings that he would wear. Oh, and his ties too. And I remember every day he would just go in and look at his like little selection of accessories and just go through and just curate the list of accessories that would make sense for his look for that day. And that's what I'm talking about. Like having a spread of things. I'm not saying you need to have everything, obviously, only try what you like. But having, you know, a spread of accessories like that can evoke a different mood, that can evoke a different emotion, that give a different aesthetic or a different feel to what you're wearing, is what's really going to make you seem like someone who's not wearing the same thing every day, but someone who gives a shit and like wants to feel and look put together and cohesive. And you can do that regardless of what your style is. So I'm not just talking about classic or timeless menswear or women's wear styles. I'm just talking about whatever your style is, you can pretty much apply all these to that. And so I think that's diversifying your accessories, seeing what works, because not everything works for everything, is really going to, I don't know what I was going to do there, but I think it's going to help. I think it's going to help. Number 4, embrace fit. I'm telling you, I will beat this over y'all heads every day in every video on this channel. Please embrace the fit of your clothes. What I mean by embrace the fit of your clothes is, what do you like? How do you like for things to fit? I will speak for myself. I like things to be boxy. I like room in my clothes. I like a nice drop shoulder. I like tapered pants. I like wide leg pants. I like mid-rise. I like high-rise. Like, these are all fits that I feel work for my body type. And I pretty much, regardless of what the outfit is, regardless of what the style is, everything will fit exactly how I want it to fit. I think when you don't pay attention to the way that things fit, what it can do is, one, mess up your proportions. But number two, there's just a certain kind of confidence that comes when something just fits you the way that you like it, in the very specific way that you like for things to fit. There are t-shirts. Everybody has a million t-shirts, but there's like those 1 or 2 t-shirts that you go to the most because they just fit, the way they hug your shoulders, the way they hug your arms, the way that it falls on your like waist or whatever, the amount of room that's in it. Like, everybody has, regardless of whatever's in their closet, those like 5 things that they go to the most simply because of the fit. And I'm talking about, instead of having just those 5 things, everything. Because at the end of the day, it's like, why not? Like, why have things that you think are great and cute and cool, but don't fit the way you want it to, you know? And I think that when you get the fit of your clothes right, that's what's gonna give you that kind of unique nature to the way that you present. Please pay attention to that fit, because I'm telling you, when you get the fit right for your body type, it's going to work every single time. And who doesn't want that? Number 5 is to get higher quality fabrics. I understand this is not going to work for everybody. I understand money is funny for a lot of people. We are still in these panties, okay? So if you can't use this tip right now, that's okay. You can use it later if you want to. Come back to this, whatever you need to do. Steal it. Higher quality fabrics. This kind of goes back into the diversifying your closet effect. If you're wearing cotton every day, basically I'm just trying to give y'all things so that you feel like you're not doing the same thing every day. And what I mean by getting higher quality fabrics is you can just see it. You can see the way that the clothes are higher quality, the way that it moves, the way that it looks when the light hits it, the way that it feels to the touch, the way that it drapes on your body, the way that it washes. Like, there are so many like visual cues to when you can see something that is of a higher quality, and it just makes you feel and look a little bit more luxurious. Like, and I'm not even talking about name brands. I'm not even saying that you need to like spend a lot of money. I'm just talking about, instead of getting like those really thin, stretchy, like Aeropostale jeans or Old Navy jeans for 12 bucks, like maybe go to the thrift store and get a pair of, I don't know, like Perry Ellis pants for $5. Go to, I don't know, COS and get a pair of nice slacks for $70. Like, these prices are all over the place, but that's just to demonstrate that you don't have to spend a lot of money to have something that is of higher quality. And not only that, they're going to last you longer, which is going to then help you in the long run, because obviously our styles change. It doesn't matter, you know, what we're into now. We could be into something completely different in 10 years. And if we want to keep making sure that our look feels updated and true to us in the moment, you're gonna want to have those pieces that can last you throughout all of those moments, because those are gonna be those pieces that are gonna be comfortable to you and most familiar to you. And things like a really good pair of like dark wash denim jeans, like that's of a higher quality, like that's gonna suit pretty much whatever your style turns into. And so that's like a safe bet. And so I'm saying bet on higher quality pieces, but also bet on higher quality pieces that are basics or staples that are going to last you a little bit longer, and they're going to look good for years to come. Okay, this next one, matter of opinion. Matter of opinion. Wear less. In the age of Instagram, in the age of influencers and everyone just being very much me, everyone is trying to think of like, what's the thing that nobody's gonna wear? What's the thing that's gonna catch all the eyes and attention, right? And I think that's dope. Go for it, girl. But what I'm saying to you is, when you dial back a bit and you just rely on really good elevated basics or pieces, you can do a lot with just that. Oftentimes, I feel like I need to like add an accessory, or I need to add this, or I need to put on a jacket, or let me put on a shoe that's a weird color. Like, I feel like there are just things that I like want to do, because I feel like it makes me feel like my look is more put together than it than it already is. And I'm realizing that like, if you just have really good pieces that you feel good in, that fit you in the way that you like, that's enough. I posted this selfie on Instagram and it was the most whatever selfie. I literally just came to the studio. I was like unpacking the clothes, like getting my lights set up and stuff, and I have a mirror right here. And so I was like, you know what, I feel cute. So I took a little selfie and I was looking at that little picture later and I was like, I really like how simple and like sleek this looks. I mean, I don't know if sleek is the word for it, but I like how simple and just together it looks. I had on just a simple pair of glasses, a white tee tucked into these like beautiful pants with these pleats, and then I had on a clog, a nice chunky ugly clog, because that's just me. And I think that you just don't need to have like 5 million necklaces. You don't need to have an arm's worth of bracelets. You don't need to have all of your ears covered in earrings and like 7 different layers and one chunky, you know, big ass leather jacket over, you know, these big ass, like you don't need, if you like it, do you? But you don't need all that. And I think that when you dial back, it almost allows people to see you, and it lets your confidence shine through a little bit more, because you're basically saying to the world, I don't need all that. I look good. I don't need all that. I feel good. You see it. And so I think that the wearing less thing, matter of opinion, yes, but I think it could work. Also, if you tend to wear a lot, like you do a lot of accessories, or your style is just, you know, on the moreish side, like switching it up and doing something that's a bit more simple, toned down, it gives your looks some variety, and who doesn't love variety? 2 more and then I'm out of here, all right? But the first of the 2, grooming. I'm working on that grooming video. I don't know if I'm gonna do like skin routine and like hair. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm working on my grooming video, so that's gonna be coming. But grooming changes the game. Grooming is the thing that's going to have people lusting over you. Grooming is what's going to differentiate, I just spit on my knees. Grooming is what's going to differentiate the boys from the men, from the little girls to the womans, you know, from the little kids to the full-grown adults. Like, that is what is going to change the game, because anyone who has a skin routine that they feel works for them will tell you they're going to do it every night, because when something just works, it works. I'm talking taking care of your beard, taking care of your hair, getting your haircut every like 2 weeks or however much you need to get it cut, getting your twists redone, getting your dreads redone, you know, when it's time to. Skincare, teeth, how's your hygiene? Like, there are so many things that not even having to do with clothes that contribute so much to your appearance. And like, I just got my brows laminated and I got my eyelashes lifted because I don't wear makeup, I don't want to wear makeup, I don't want to learn how to contour, do none of that shit. But I do want to look, why do I keep spitting? But I do want to look great. And so I will spend a little bit of money on my grooming to make sure that that is happening. I invest in my skincare, I invest in my hair products, I invest in my face by literally getting things like brow laminations and lash lifts. And there's just so many other things that you can do to groom yourself. Spraying fragrance on you, giving it an effect. Because one thing that we want to do, really, I'm just not connecting this. What we're actually doing is we're satisfying all the 5 senses. The fit is going to be there, so that's what you see. The fabrics are going to be on, that's what you're going to feel. The fragrance is going to be sprayed on the neck, on the nape of the neck, and the little shoulder, so you're gonna smell that. A little kiss, okay? Your lips are gonna be moisturized, so they're gonna taste nothing but cherry chapstick, okay? Or some peppermint Burt's Bees. What's the last sense? Hearing? I mean, if your voice is trash, I don't know what to tell you, but everything else will be great if you just tend to it. Okay, and this last one. The more I learn about fashion, the less space I hold for judgment when it comes to fashion, but this is just one thing. It just gives me so much back to school JCPenney energy. But the last tip is to let the matchy go. Let it go. We see the red shirt and how it's the same red on your shoes. We see the red shirt with the red belt and the red shoe and the red hat. We see it. Let it go. It's okay. There is something This might be personal opinion too, but there is just something so back to school looking and or like childlike about a matchy outfit. Get to know complementary colors, girl. Get to know neutrals. Get to know tones. Get to know your pastels from your more bold jewel tones. Like, get to know color. Get to know her well. Because once you do, and once you know the colors that work well on you, it's just gonna go up from here. We know that red and red goes together. We know that. Let's mix it up though. There is just so many color combinations that look so good, and they're so easy to find. They're so easy to find. Pinterest, Instagram. I'm sure that there's like some design websites that will just give you color combos and you can just build an outfit off of that. But the matchy, it's giving first day of school. It's giving you cleaned off your Air Force Ones to wear on the first day of school. It's giving protractor and isosceles triangles. So let's get away. Let's get away. That's all I'm saying, okay? I hope this video didn't come off too rude. I'm really trying to be helpful, but like sometimes you just gotta drag a little bit. This was just my video, and this is just the shit that I had to say today. I hope that you found this helpful. Send it to a friend if you feel like you need to send it to a friend, your partner, your man. And I will see y'all very soon in another video. And do not forget, wear what you want, wear what you like. Wear it out.